So coming to your seat, hands down on your thighs, just above your knees. Let your eyes come to close. And as you close your eyes and you let the world as you see it fall away and the outside distractions fall away, start to list off what you're feeling in your body. Just sink in physical, emotional, mental, maybe spiritual. Is the holiday spirit really sinking in, or does it feel like chaos? So just list those off, and I think I have everybody on mute. Yep. So you can also list these off even out loud to yourself. If you don't know where to start, maybe start with how your breath or your heart feels. It's moving fast. If your breath is shallow or you can't even register your breath maybe right now. Do you feel disconnected maybe from any part of your body? Potentially disconnected from any kind of emotional thought and running on autopilot. No judgment. No judgment upon yourself, just allowing yourself to shut out and tune in. Sitting here in silence, or if there is some other sound in your environment, just recognizing what that is. Here in Denver right now, it's a little bit windy outside. It's kind of getting chilly. So for me, I hear the sounds of my wind chimes in the backyard, branches. Take a couple more moments, checking back in with those first spots. So maybe your breath, your heart, part of your body, your thoughts. As you tune into each location, just checking back in with yourself, have they started to develop or change a little bit over time? Notice if sitting here in stillness and in silence is difficult for you. It's difficult for me. Do you want to just move to that list of items that needs to get done or the next thing? Is your body finding it hard to be here in the present moment? Carving out some moments of stillness, of reflection. And slowly start to bring your palms up and together. Gently rub them back and forth, creating a little bit of heat. And let that rubbing get a little bit faster, creating a little bit more heat. Place both palms over your eyes. Let your thumbs gently rest on your temple. Now with your eyes closed, but also this heat and darkness over them. Much like this time of year, we're all in the northern hemisphere, I think. It is a time of darkness. Start to notice more the sound of your breath. Start to slow down your breathing, actually bringing awareness to that slow down. So consciously putting on the brakes, letting it be a textured, full breath. If it feels good, you can use your thumbs to give yourself a gentle massage on your temples. Maybe fingertips on the forehead, around your hairline. Keeping your eyes closed, but noticing how even with eyes closed, a little bit of light enters in. And slowly let your hands drop down away from your face. Bring your palms again face down on top of your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Begin to close your lips, cultivating a full breath. Letting that breath be like a rinse cycle for your body and for your mind, for your thoughts. Pulling the breath in, thinking about a rinse cycle first. Exhale. Inhale. Bringing in a little bit more suds, bubbling into all of those spots, breaking up any hard static spots. Exhale. Inhale, rinse. Exhale out. Inhale, wash. Letting it be an energetic breath, maybe even bringing in some small movements, getting into all of the static areas. And exhale. Inhale, stillness, rinse the breath into your body. Exhale out. Inhale, energetic breath, small movements, maybe forward and back, spinal extension and flexion, maybe some spinning in your rinse or wash cycle. Exhale. Last time, rinse. Inhale, stillness. Full breath in. And out. Sitting here in stillness, again, keeping your eyes closed. Run back through that same order, what you noticed in your body. Maybe it started with breath or heart or thoughts. And again, either say to yourself or say out loud where you are, how each part of your body is feeling. Are your breaths deeper? Are your muscles more relaxed? Can you feel your feet or toes? Check into those areas. I'll slowly cue up the music. After you that mental inventory, start to rock forward off of your moving any props you have outside. Rock forward. Bring your big toes together to touch. Then drop your heels back. Keep your arms long. Forehead comes. Knees open up as wide as hips, or maybe a little bit wider. Coming into your child's pose, let your head down. Inhale, slow. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees up, bring them back. Press your hands down. Circle one direction. And opposite direction. Touch your toes. Lift your hands up and press your hips back. Downward facing dog, keeping a nice bend in your knee. Continue to press your hands down. Feel your feet down into the little lift. Feels like the first time today you've actually thought about where your hands and your feet are. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. And open mouth, exhale. Looking forward, slowly make your way to a forward fold all the way at the front of your mat. Feet hip width distance, or could be even a little bit wider with distance. Grab opposite elbows, gentle bend in your knees, and come down into a deep fold. Allow your head to hang down. Rock it gently from side to side. Again, sink back into your breath. And to the repetition of practice. Coming back again to the same rectangle of your mat, the same time slot of your week. Take a deep breath in and out. Then letting your hands drape down to the mat. Inhale, pull up, halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins and then feel your legs start to gently. Starting to open on the back of your leg. Your navel drawing up and in. And a lengthening of your spine as you reach your head. Slide your hands down your legs. Back your head a little bit. Place your hands down and step your left leg back. Draw your right knee forward and then your left knee. Keep your head down, palms up around that right knee. Draw your right knee. Your gaze is still down, spine is still long. In fact, you can think about maybe even reaching the top points of your ears, like elf ears, a little bit longer. Notice how that lengthens the top of your spine. Stomp down a little bit more through your back shin and your back foot. Without looking at that foot, are all 5 toes pressing down into the mat? It's that pinky toe that's the hardest. You can press down even more. And notice how much more lift you get energetically by pressing down more through that foot. Slowly bring your hands up to your right leg, right thigh. Press into that thigh and gently pushing the skin and the fascia a little bit forward and letting your shoulders start to draw back. Let your gaze start to come up. If you'd like to, you can let your gaze or focus start to be a bit soft. Letting your eyelids come to a flutter or close. Relying more on your intuition to stay here in the pose. Again, thinking about the fact that point your notice your right big toe and right knee. And then your back left big. Take another inhale, drawing shoulder. Put down palms, the skin forward on the and then exhale, bring both hands. Bring them up. Pull your toes back, ground your heel down. Think down on Right. That your femurs are in the same place, top of those feet. Gaze down just past the inside of that right leg. Again, reach the crown of your head forward. Breathe in slowly through your nose. And exhale. Breath again through your nose. And out. Move your gaze softly up to your right foot, the front leg. Notice if the big toe is drawing more in. Push that big toe more forward so that all 5 of your toes line up. Maybe even bringing a little spread in between the spots in your toes. Press that heel down and a little bit forward, and then bring your awareness back to that back foot. That pinky toe start to creep up, or the shin, so you can push it back down. Take an inhale and exhale. In, pull the right heel back and slowly place the right foot back down on the mat. Walk your knees. And letting the right leg slip to the outside of the right arm. So the knee is now on the outside. And let that knee start to drop out gently. Keep your foot flexed so that your ankle isn't sitting. Rock a little bit here, side to side. And finding stillness. Then slowly heel toe. That right foot across your mat rather. So the right foot is behind your left hand. Set the right shin down. And then that right heel, it might start to pull in. That's okay. Go forward on that. Back toes, if that feels better, or you can press that back foot down. Walk yourself forward into sleeping pigeon posture. Maybe forearms, elbows lifted. If forearms come down, maybe your arms come forward. And so, everybody, if you can get your forearms down, right. It is pulling your palms up and pulling your find the top socket of your eye. It's fairly gentle. Our finger placement, or thumb placement rather, get close. So as you bend your elbows, your thumbs will actually right at the very top of your nose and gently rest side, and then fingertips come together. So this point starts to work your head. You can ease into it or like out of it as much as feels good. Also, it might feel a little bit better to move your thumbs slightly away, more towards press the eyebrow. That dogs. Just enough. Down the mouth. The muscle. Soft around and release onto that inner ankle. Breathe. And out. And exhale. Head up. Out and slowly back in. Press down your back. Your back. And then slide your right leg back. And set both wide together. And exhale your hips back. Coming into child. Forehead. Lengthen your back. Your arm. And exhale. Breathe. And slowly peel yourself off in that rock. Tap your toes, knees side to just press back. Auto movements. Press your down, your chin down. Open your chest. Exhale. And exhale, slowly walk yourself to the front of the mat. Finding hold, and choosing whether or not you want to keep feet like with apart or take it a little bit wider, allowing yourself to fold down over or keep your legs. And then maybe taking hand, chin, or opposite elbow again to deepen the fold. If you'd like a little stretch shoulders, you can also like back, return up and over. Your arms overhead, look down. Back. Press your down again. Side hands halfway up your. Press your palms. Your spine. Open and activate right. Breathe. Another inhale here. Exhale, slide down. Find step the right leg back. Tense your fingertips, stretch the back knee forward. Leg back. Top. Your pad down and drive. Maybe bring your eyes close. And feel the press of the right foot, right big toe, and then Spread the toe all the way into the pinky toe, pressing down. Draw your left knee forward a little bit more and feel the weight in the heel, the pad across the ball of your left foot, your big toe, middle toe, pointer toe, finger toe, and toe. And your nose. And exhale. Inhale. We're up side. Stacking one palm on top of slowly. Lift the torso on your back. Pull your shoulder blades down on your back. And then start to press into that front thigh. Moving the fascia. You should see the wrinkles in your hands. A strong force behind the heel of your bottom palm. Inhale, open, and exhale. Maybe your gaze get a little bit off, down, feeling subtle shifts, movements in the body. Pushing into that hand is maybe slightly forward. Inhale. Up, down. Heel. Start by legs and outside of the right elbow, right shoulder. Flex that foot and then let it drop out. Okay. All right. I'll try and fix it during the long pigeon pose. Letting that left knee go out to the side. Keeping your ankles strong. Walking across. So the left foot is behind the right heel. That heel back. Set your left foot. Set for your pigeon pose. And then heel a little bit closer to the right hip. And then maybe down onto forearm. Walking the hand. Elbows are down. Bring up the forearms. Use your thumbs to find that space. A little high and really Going to breathe here in and out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Okay, is the audio sounding any better? Like thumbs up or like, yeah? Okay. I think it was a Bluetooth confusion here in the yoga loft, so thank you guys for letting me know. All right. Slowly press into your front hands and walk them back. Tuck your right toes and then slip your left leg back, finding plank pose. Hands pressing down into the mat. Shift your shoulders forward. Lift your heels high. If you'd like to, you can always bring your knees down in your plank posture. Draw your navel up into your spine. Inhale. And exhale. Start to feel the strength and the shakiness and the heat and the stillness of this posture. Take another inhale. Rinse. Exhale. Inhale. Wash. Maybe bring a little bit of heels lift, shift forward. Heels drop, shift back. So just a little bit of movement into your plank. Let that heat continue to build. One more time, inhale. Exhale, knees down wide, big toes together to touch. Press back, child's pose. Forehead resting down on the mat. Let your chest melt down. Then slowly pull yourself up and forward, all fours, tuck your back toes, lift your knees and press back, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowly walk yourself to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath here in your forward fold. Keeping feet again, hip width distance apart or a little bit wider. And then exhale, hands down. Bring both feet hip width distance. Inhale, pull hands up your shins. Activate and ignite your hamstrings, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, thighs to ribs. Fingertips sweep along the floor. And then reach them forward, keep your gaze down. Sit your hips back. Draw your navel in, scoop it out as you start to lift arms and chest forward. Inhale. Exhale. Woo. Breathe in and out. Slowness here. Sit down even more into your hips. Pull the weight into your heels. Slowly bring your hands together to heart center and press up to standing. Feel your feet press down into the mat, heels, big toes, spread all the way across to the pinky toe. Draw your shoulders back and down. Move your gaze flat across the horizon. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then exhale, fold. Step both feet back into plank again. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, this time slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Press feet down again. Consciously spread those toes all the way to a grounded pinky toe. Then press your hands down into the mat. Pull your shoulders up together and down for Cobra. Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower your belly down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press up into your plank. And exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee and draw it forward. Thigh to ribs. Planting your left foot down by your left hand. Lunge, keeping the right leg straight. And then pull it in a little bit. Ground your heel down in towards midline so your toes are out to the side. Starting to pull that right hip down and forward. Inhale, reach both of your arms up. Heart, shoulders, hips, all energetically moving towards the front of your mat. Extend your arms forward and up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Start to reach your left arm out to the left side. And then drop it back behind you. Press the back of your hand either into the small of your back, or maybe it comes around to the outside edge of your right thigh. So from the front, you're in warrior one, and that arm is reaching open, opening up that front shoulder on the left side. Right arm still lifted. Exalted warrior. Feel the energy, that bubbling, that excitement that starts to pull up from your feet, especially that back grounded right foot, all the way through the right fingertips. Notice how simply changing the shape of your body, tuning into that awareness, can shift your energy. Maybe this should be like the power stance. You have a big meeting, you walk into the room like this. Exalted warrior here. Breathe in and out. Slowly let that left hand slip. Bring it back up. Both arms lifted, warrior one. And then from your warrior one position, so left knee is forward. You're going to move the weight into that front foot, lift up on that back heel, and bring that front foot into figure four. So from the side view, lift up the right heel, move the weight into the left foot, and circle it around figure four, hands coming down to heart center. And then dropping down, palm to the inside of one knee and to the bottom of your right foot. Pressing palm into that foot, gently working your knee open, letting that pressure stabilize and keep the shins strong, ankle strong, knee engaged. Sit down and back. As much as you can, stand it, opening up into the side glute, a little bit into your IT band, hips. Now, if you feel very rocky where you are, always an option to pull in, especially for this one, I'd like to hold it for a little bit longer. So you can pull in something, move your hand, both or one, onto a wall or a chair. Just sit down and back and get that good hip opening and letting that and a sustainability and a marination in the pose take precedent over being able to balance here. Keep working on shifting the hips back. An active foot into that bottom hand if your hands are still down on your legs and not on a wall or a chair. Gaze about 3 feet in front of you. Feel the activation wrapping like a vine up your planted foot. See if you can take that heat and breathe into it. So it becomes like a fire, burning, cleansing. Woo. Slowly start to straighten. Step both feet down at the front of your mat. Inhale, raise both arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, pull hands up your shins, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Feet hip width distance apart, bend your knees. Thighs onto ribs, graze the floor, reach arms forward and up. Coming into your Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips a little bit farther down. Move the weight into your heels, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, fold, come all the way down. Step both feet back into plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Press your feet down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes. Press up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, thigh to ribs, rock forward. Plant your right foot down by your right hand. Long lunge, inhale. And exhale here. Then draw your left foot forward a little bit, about a footprint, and then drop that heel down in towards midline. Recommit to that right bended knee. Inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana 2, pulling that left hip forward, right hip back, hips, shoulders, gaze, starting to center and square to the front of the mat. Press down strongly through that back leg. Lift your gaze up. Then begin to circle the right arm out to the right side. And then back of the palm can press to the low back or slip around to the left outer thigh. So the back of the hand is pressing into something. Feel the right shoulder open up. Reach strongly through that left hand. Then commit into your right lunge. Lift your gaze, pull your navel in. Exalted warrior. Again, notice how this shape on your body feels tonight, how it feels in comparison to some of the other poses that we've done. If you can feel the energy, little vibrations through your body start to maybe tick up a little bit. Your energy levels rise. Slowly slip the right arm away from that thigh or low back. Circle it back up. Warrior 1. Again, come strong. Start to move the weight more into that right foot. Lift the back heel up. And you'll make that transition into figure 4 at the front of the mat. So from front, left knee or right knee is bent. Lift the back left heel and sweep it around. Flexing that foot and then sitting down. Draw your hands down to heart center. And then let them slip down. One hand to the inside of the knee. One hand gently pressing into the bottom of your foot. And if you did so on the other side and it felt good, then bring in a prop tonight. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, shift the hips down and back. See if you can start to let gravity and then the heat of the pose, but you move a little bit deeper, slip a little bit farther. Feeling the opening and the stretch in the outer glutes, down the outside of that left leg, left hip, and then beginning to notice that heat crawling up your right leg. And then don't shy away from it. Feel the strength, breathe into it. Exhale, like you're fanning a fire again. Breathe into it. Find the resilience, the strength. Again, using that prop if you'd like. One more time, inhale. And exhale, slowly press the standing leg to straight and bring the other leg down. Inhale, stretch both arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. As your thumbs Past your sternum, start to bend your knees. Coming slowly all the way down to the ground, lift your heels, finding toe pose, as though your back was sliding down a wall. You need a little stability. You can always put 2 fingers down on either side. And then slowly reach your arms forward. See if you can start to drop the heels down. If they don't come down, that's okay. They can stay a little lifted. And then finally, hands come down and guide you into a supine position. Draw your knees into your chest. And then extend the left leg long. Keep your right knee drawn in. And guide your right knee across into a gentle supine spinal twist. Extend your right arm out. Using your left hand to anchor your right knee. And applying as much pressure as feels good to deepen that twist. Gently guide that right knee back up. Squeeze it in, pull the left leg in. And swap out, extending your right leg long. And then with the right hand, guide the left knee across your body. So the toe comes down, the knee comes down towards the ground, but might still be hovering. And your left arm extends out to the left side. Letting your breath start to slow down. Feeling the heat in your legs drain. Letting this be like the spin cycle of laundry where we wring out all of the moisture. Left with something clean, wet, slightly damp, but ready and renewed. Slowly pull your left knee back up. Pull the right knee back in. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. Last little wringing out, maybe forehead in towards kneecaps. And then slowly set your body down, torso, both legs long, arms extended out by your side, palms up. Let your toes naturally drop out to the side. Let your breath return to your natural cadence. Allow yourself to drift and float. Not worried about one spot or another, breath, a thought, an ache in your big toe, but instead feeling yourself here as one unit, one whole unit. hold just as you are. No need to change, move, or manipulate anything. If there is any outside noises in the environment that you're in, let them start to drift back into your awareness. And then start to maybe move fingers or toes, allowing yourself to drop back into the sensation in your body, the feeling of movement, the sounds around you, the pressure of the mat on your skin, any smells where you are. Slowly pull both knees up towards the ceiling. And then drop your knees to one side. Rolling over onto that side, gently press yourself up. Coming to a comfortable seat. Sitting here in stillness. 3 more breaths. Bottom of that 3rd breath, gently pull your palms together. Again, making some heat as you pull one palm across the other, rubbing them together. Speeding it up, and this time, lying one palm on top of the other over your heart. Be curious. Follow your bliss. Namaste.